A stunning woman with an hourglass figure had been watching the wealthy residents of an exclusive neighborhood for weeks, meticulously documenting their every move from the shadows. Lisa knew exactly what she was doing when she deliberately soaked herself in the rain that evening, then approached her target in the wine section of an upscale market, playing the role of a confused beginner seeking advice. With her angelic face and flawless curves, Lisa effortlessly drew the millionaire into conversation. But she was too smart to seem desperate. After he finished explaining the different vintages, she simply thanked him with a sweet smile and hurried away, leaving him intrigued. As the wealthy man stepped outside into the chilly night air, he spotted Lisa shivering helplessly on the sidewalk, unable to get a rideshare. Like a moth to a flame, he offered her a ride home without hesitation. But when they arrived at her building, Lisa lingered by the entrance, never reaching for her keys. Something was clearly wrong, and she looked genuinely distressed. Unable to just drive away, he pulled up beside her and invited her to spend the night at his place. Lisa didn't need to be asked twice. The moment they entered his sprawling mansion, Lisa's eyes swept across every detail of the luxurious interior. Her gaze softened with an almost predatory satisfaction as she took in the wealth surrounding her, then shared ice cream with him using the same spoon, an intimate gesture that sent all the right signals. When his hand found its way to her thigh, Lisa didn't pull away. Instead, she gazed at him with what seemed like genuine affection, giving him exactly what he wanted. The next morning, he woke to an empty bed. Lisa had vanished without a trace, but somehow this only convinced him that she wasn't after his money. After spending the entire day thinking about her, he drove into the city and tracked her down at the bar where she worked part-time. The moment he saw her, he couldn't contain himself. He confessed his feelings and asked her to be his girlfriend. To his relief, Lisa didn't turn him down. But as they were leaving together, they witnessed a car thief attempting to break into his vehicle. When the millionaire tried to reason with the criminal, Lisa suddenly flew into a rage, hurling a bottle at the intruder. The thief retaliated viciously, smashing the wealthy man's leg with a crowbar before fleeing into the night. Overwhelmed with guilt, Lisa insisted on becoming his caretaker. Despite the excruciating pain, the millionaire was secretly thrilled. This was his chance to keep her close. Lisa moved into the mansion permanently, and he even gave her the security codes, trusting her to come and go as she pleased when she needed to collect her belongings. Back at her dingy apartment, Lisa's mask finally slipped. Gone was the vulnerable, doe-eyed girl. In her place stood someone cold and calculating. Meanwhile, the millionaire was completely under her spell. The two lived like lovers in isolation, never leaving the confines of his estate. Then the news broke. The landlord had discovered Lisa's roommate's body in the apartment. As the police investigation unfolded on television, the millionaire frantically called Lisa over to watch the coverage of her friend's brutal murder. But Lisa barely glanced at the screen, continuing to devour her fried chicken with disturbing indifference. Finally, she stopped pretending. "I killed her," Lisa said matter-of-factly, not even bothering to look up from her meal. She explained how she'd been using her roommate's apartment as a surveillance post, watching his every move for over 2 months, studying his routines, learning his weaknesses. Terror flooded through him as the pieces fell into place. He tried to reach for his phone, desperate to escape, but it was already too late. Lisa was holding it, smiling that same sweet smile that had first drawn him in.